Hello and welcome everybody to our Business Success podcast. For today, we're featuring the president and founder of ActionCOACH, Brad Sugars. Hi, Brad. It's really great to have you on board.
G'day, Paul. Good to be here.
Yeah. It's great to be on the other side of the mic this time. So, look, we had a fantastic conference down in Hawaii a couple of weeks ago. Really, I guess, groundbreaking for many of the team, and it's a great opportunity for us to have you as our guest, so we can share your knowledge and experience with those candidates who are looking at ActionCOACH in Ireland. So I guess a question that many of us maybe not have ever asked you, we've heard you say it a long time. Why and how did you start ActionCOACH?
Like most great things, it started by accident. I was doing seminars. Now, the reason I was doing seminars at the time, we had photocopy shops, and I wrote newsletters to our customer base, because our customer base were all small business owners. And I wrote them newsletters about how to grow their business. And of course, all of the articles about how to grow your business included making photocopies, so it was like a double-edged thing. But a lot of them kept asking, how do you do it? How do you do it? And I ended up doing seminars and speaking at things, because when you're young and successful, people kind of want to hear about what you did. And by giving speeches, and people would come up to me at the end and say, can you help me? Can you help me? And I was like, I don't have time. I'm running my business. I'm doing these other things. I'm doing these speaking things. Maybe if you call me once a week, I can coach you through how we do this. And that's sort of where it started. And then I think somewhere about when I don't know, maybe I'm a bit of a slow learner, but about when the 100th person asked me, can you help me? I thought, maybe I should do a business doing this, because eventually you have to listen to the market and say, yes, I'll start this whole thing. So that's really where it started. And from there in Brisbane, Australia, we grew across the world, and now 83 countries. We have over 1,100 offices around the world. Very proud of the fact that we get to coach in, not just in Ireland, obviously, Paul, but in 3 communist countries, China, Vietnam, and Russia. We're helping people become entrepreneurs. So kind of cool thing to see, almost 30 years later, next year's our 30th birthday, and getting to see that much and that many businesses that we've helped based on that.
Absolutely amazing journey. Looking forward to that 30th birthday next year. Yes. So look, given the environment that's going on out there globally, why more than ever is now a really important time for business to take on business coaching?
Well, I guess there's 3 things. Number one, the business owners have never faced what they're facing today, and so they need more help than they've ever needed before. The level of change from the virtual, viral nature of the world right now is just so very different. The shift in marketing, the shift in sales, the shifts in recruiting that we have to do, how to work with millennials, how to coach, mentor, and all of those sort of things. So the business owner's never seen these challenges at the level they're seeing them today. The second reason why, for me, business coaching is that it's an idea whose time has come. We're almost 30 years old, and they say it takes 20 years to be an overnight success. Well, we've taken 30 to be an overnight success, sort of thing. And then, we've been the #1 business coaching company in the world now for basically forever. Ever since the category got invented, we sort of invented that category. And I think it's an idea whose time has come. I've always said since the beginning, I believe that every business owner should have 3 A's, using the American vernacular, of an accountant, an attorney, and an action coach. You need to have, you've got the 2 people protecting you, the accountant and the solicitor type thing. And at the other end, you need the person helping you grow the business. And I think business owners are finally starting to recognize that. And I think the third reason right now is that the way that the business ownership's a very lonely road. And to be able to bring them together in a community where they get to work with and hang out with people who understand them, other business owners, I think that's sort of a very important aspect of why right now.
Yeah, another question leading on from that is, how come the ActionCOACH system has proven to be so successful across all forms of industries and sectors?
Yeah, look, I mean, very simply put, what we do is we create better business owners. So it's not about just creating a better business, it's about creating better owners, better executives. Our executive program helps the executives in a company become better executives. They build the company, we build them. And I think that's why it works across sectors. I think the second reason it works across sectors is that as a coach, if we're in that sector, we become very myopic. We become very clear on doing it the way they've always done it, sort of thing. And this way, we bring more of a customer perspective to it and more of an understanding. I've found that the best coaches, or the coaches who get the best results, are not from the industry that they're coaching. They actually get a better viewpoint. Like, how do you take an idea that's helped McDonald's become a global phenomenon and use it in the eyewear business? You know, there's so many things of how you can learn from other industries that is very important from that when you talk about cross sectors.
Look, you know, we're 20 years operating in Ireland now. We're on a growth and expansion. We're looking to bring in new team members, new firm owners, new franchise partners. I guess question that we often get asked is, why should they invest in an ActionCOACH franchise as opposed to setting up their own business coaching franchise or business coaching practice?
Yeah, that one's so simple. 3 reasons. Team. Number 1 is team. I don't care what business you go in. If you don't have a great team backing you, with you, beside you, and the best thing about our business is that everyone is a business coach. So by nature, every single team member in the world has a natural occurrence or a natural desire to help. So it's like, yep, that works, and that works really well. The second reason why is just economies of scale. Like, just when I look at the app that we're about to launch across the world for communication with our members and our clients, that app alone, for one franchise partner to do that is just impossible. You know, our budget internationally is about $60,000 a month in IT development. And you sit there and you look at that and you say, where would you be able to do that? You wouldn't be able to do that as a single unit franchise. Just our budget on graphic design alone, I mean, we're around about $8,000 to $10,000 a month on graphic design just at the global level, forget the localized level sort of thing. So for someone to do those things, and the third is just learning from each other. I mean, the speed of growth in our organization is so much faster because, you know, when I look at the O'Brien family in Austin, Texas, are doing things that are amazing with the way they do it. And as soon as I teach that to a coach in the UK or a coach in Australia or a coach in Ireland, the speed of growth is so much faster because of the group learning phenomenon of everything that we're doing.
Absolutely. I guess leading on from that would be, what sort of advice would you give to somebody who's watching this, who's either looking at our franchise or perhaps a strategic partner that's looking to get us to help them with their customers?
Well, let me deal with the second half of that first.
Yeah.
There is no better system for helping your customers. Like, I was with an accountant the other day, and he very clearly understood that if he can double his client's business, his accounting billing will go up much greater. If he can help all of his clients stay in business, his business will grow much better because he'll keep all of his clients. He won't lose any that go bankrupt, type thing. So he was very smart in that, and that he wants every one of his clients. Like, we have banks that literally, there's 2 banks that I know of that will not lend over $1 million without someone having an action coach, because of the fact that they want to get paid back is probably the biggest reason they do it. But when it comes to joining this team, I would say 3 things. Number 1, be very clear that if you love what we do, this is the place for you. If you love helping businesses, if you love building a team of people that help businesses, if you want to see others succeed, this is the right place for you. Number 2, yes, do your due diligence. Work out if it's for you. We're going to do our due diligence on you. We're going to check you out, and we expect you to do the same with us. But I would really hope you do it with your spouse or with your significant family members, because it's hard for them to help you and support you in a decision if you don't include them in the knowledge gaining of that, like even having them watch this video type thing. And the third thing I would say is do it faster, not slower. Get in sooner, not later. The number of people that I've chatted with over the years that have said to me simple things like, oh, I wished I'd done this years ago. And it's like, when you become a business coach, you become a business leader. You become the person you become is the biggest win that you get out of this thing. Yes, you'll build a great business. And yes, that takes work. There's no 2 ways about it. There's building a restaurant or building a business coaching business or building a plumbing business. They all take work, but this is the one that I love. This is the business that I enjoy the most. And I enjoy teaching. I enjoy educating. And as people have probably worked out by this podcast, I enjoy chatting. So there you go.
Oh, that's really solid advice. Very, very interesting advice for somebody watching this with friends, with family. So yeah, thank you. And I guess you mentioned membership earlier, and maybe explain to everybody where we see membership going.
Well, our business is at probably the most amazing point in the history of our entire organization. Our one-to-one coaching has been really phenomenal at working with the top 20 to 30% of small to medium-sized businesses. And so when you look at that top 20 to 30%, we've built an amazing global business on that. What we've done with membership is create a program that allows the next 50% of businesses to be able to get in and get the similar level of results with a more leveraged educational-based and community-based program. On top of that, I've got some very big announcements coming on September 22nd about how that membership is going to be massively. So if you've seen this, please get in touch with whoever put you in front of this video and ask them for a copy of the September 22nd membership update. That is going to be something I'd love to tell everyone now, but I've promised everyone September 22nd I'll be releasing that information.
We'll put a date in the diary for that for the 8 a.m. Look, that's fantastic. I'm looking forward to that really important announcement. Tell me your vision for Action Coach over the next 5, 10, maybe even 20 years. It'd be just great to share that with everybody.
Yeah, so many years ago, when I wrote the vision of Action Coach, World Abundance Through Business Re-Education, it was really about creating an abundant world by working through business rather than trying to work through government or charity or whatever. But where we're going with that on a more 5 to 10 year scale, because that's really when we started out, that was our 100-year goal. So we're 30 years into our 100-year goal. I think we're well on track for creating a level of abundance. The businesses that we coach create more jobs than most governments ever create. The businesses that we coach, we create more economic impact than most governments create. Purely because of the work of the business owners and the coaching that we do. The next 5 to 10 years, my first big, hairy, audacious goal is 1 million members. So to be at 1 million members worldwide, and I know that you're working on the number that the Irish team will contribute to that million, and just saying, what is the level of membership that we will have? And if we've got 1 million business owners working with us around the world, and 1 million business owners helping each other grow, and 1 million business owners creating abundance for themselves, their employees, their suppliers, that to me is where we need to get to in the near future. But the way we do that is by creating great firms, super firms where the business owner builds a team of coaches, and that team of coaches delivers the leverage programs, the one-to-one programs. That team of coaches delivers the executive coaching, the business coaching, all of the levels and tiers of coaching. They deliver the education, and obviously a team of marketers to make that a reality, a team of salespeople to make that a reality. But we as an organization are on a very fast growth path, and that's why obviously you need more team members in Ireland. We just need more people to be able to deliver and create and fulfill that vision. But in 1998, I wrote a coach in every business as the mission of where we're going. And that's a big part of why, not just the books, with 17 books, we can get into so many businesses just at that level. But with the membership program, we're now capable of delivering a very strong program that will get to that middle 50%. So we're at, 80% of business owners can afford that level of program, and the 20% that are just in startup phase, will start them with very online education and books and those sorts of things.
Amazing, incredible. Can't wait for that celebration we have the 1 millionth member. So that's a fantastic goal for us all to look forward to and help create. So Brad, listen, thank you so much for taking time this morning to be on this Business Success podcast. We're looking forward to working closely and helping you achieve those dreams and goals and that vision for Action Coach.
Fantastic. I look forward to seeing it. You know, I love what you guys are doing in Ireland. I can't wait to get back there again and do another seminar or another event. And of course, grab a pint down by the ocean and have a good old time. But anyway, welcome. Thank you, Paul. For those of you joining the team, welcome to the team. For those of you looking at joining the team, please make sure that you get back with the people and do as much investigation as you need. But the biggest thing I'll always say to someone who's looking at an investment is, remember, there's two emotions that come up when you're making a big decision: fear and excitement. The challenge is to let excitement win every now and again, and that's really what you're looking at here. If you find that you're about 80% certain of this thing, pull the trigger. The last 20%, all people seem to do is start hunting for reasons not to. So be the one, help us out, come help a lot of business owners in your marketplace.
Fantastic, Brad. Thanks so much. Thank you so much, Brad Sugars. And thank you, folks, for listening. So as Brad said, get back in touch with us and we'll take you to the next steps. Thank you, everybody.